to a restaurant in Amsterdam recently and asked for water. It was warm, so I assumed it was tap water. Not my thing, never was. Is this like a normal thing they do over here?
Thank you. Sorry, is this tap water? Yeah. Sorry, is this tap water?
Yeah, for sure.
This is tap water, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thank you. Is this tap water?
Yeah.
So is this safe to drink? I had to investigate and pull out the big guns. I googled it. So if you don't mind, I'm going to be your geography teacher right now for just a while. And Google says that the water in Amsterdam, tap water, is actually pretty good. And wherever I check online, they also say that God created the earth, but the Dutch created Netherlands. That has to say something about their water, right? So the reason why they say that is because some parts of Netherlands is actually below sea level, and that could cause some part of the countries to drown. I made another video about the water in Dubai where they had little drinking water, although Amsterdam is just the way around. The other way around. Alright, so enough of these. If you're new here, I like to travel the world and find water facts about each country, and this is about the tap water in Amsterdam. So after my long hours of investigation on Google, we found out that everything sounds great. But we know nowadays there's a lot of misinformation out there. So I had to go in deeper. I asked my dad. So what did he say? First, we need to understand the sources of the water. Mainly two sources. We have river water and lake water. Both are considered surface water. And also groundwater. So one is surface, second is groundwater. Now we need to understand the problems of each. I would like to have a helper, a translator here. So Gal, would you mind?
On my way. Where's my chair?
Gurbet képane.
Now watch me whip.
Why not?
So Amsterdam's primary source is Rhine River and Ijsselmeer. I don't know how to say that. I'm sure it's like wrong. Do you think we should call Ralph? I think he would know best. Come on, let's call him. Let's call him. Hey, space. Bro, we need your help with a quick fit.
With the what?
A quick thing. No questions asked, okay? I'm gonna text you a word. Can you tell me how exactly to pronounce that?
In Dutch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Esselmeer.
Esselmeer.
Wait, say it again. Esselmeer.
Meer.
Esselmeer. I was close.
1 sec.
I was close.
Why?
Alright, thank you.
Alright, you're
That's
useful
it.
for once. Love you. Bye.
You gotta learn how to be nicer.
No.
So, the first type of dirt that we find is suspended particles. So, what is that?
Okay, this is the second time she's making me say this. But it's like little dirt or anything you can visibly see in the water.
Yeah, like sand, dust, soil,
Even
clay.
leaves. Clay! Oh my god! Actually, that reminds me, in Minecraft, you actually find clay under rivers. And that just makes it always really blows me that Minecraft is very accurate.
Yeah, real life stuff.
Yeah.
I know because I always play that. All the time. Alright, second, organic particles.
That's like living organisms that are inside the water.
Yeah.
So like bacteria, virus even?
No. It's mainly like animal particles or like some algae, living plants or like dead ones. So microorganisms, like organisms that are micro.
Okay,
Okay?
makes sense.
Cool. So the third one is dissolved solid. You did this one before.
Dissolved solids. Yes.
Don't look. Don't look! Dissolved stuff.
Dissolved stuff. It's like anything that are that is dissolved.
Yeah. Basically.
Like salt.
Yes!
Oh my!
Minerals, salts, heavy metals, anything that is salt
whatever she
in the
tests.
water. Yeah, basically. And then the last one is pathogens.
Oh, that's the one with the
That's the
bacteria.
bacteria
Okay.
ones. There we go.
I'm smart, guys.
So the second source of water is groundwater. As opposed to surface water, groundwater has less problems. The reason why it's because the water that's on the surface is just making its way down. So while it's making its way down, it's basically going through rocks and soils that is taking away all this dirt. So basically the clean water is being able to get to the ground. Although these rocks may contain some sort of minerals in them.
Wait, so it's like natural filtration.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So these rocks are being able to take out the dirt, but the rocks also contain minerals. That makes the water more mineralized. Actually, that is where we get the minerals usually from if it's sourced naturally. So this would be one problem, hardness. What's hardness?
Hardness is the amount of minerals that water has.
Primarily?
Like magnesium.
And? Yes!
I got the word. Calcium!
Alright, so in this case, we would have less suspended particles, less living organisms, and less pathogens. Nice. Cool. Cool, right? Mm-hmm. Alright, so these were the sources. I need my script. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is... Alright, so obviously we do not drink the water as it comes. It has to go to a treatment plant, get cleaned, filtered, and then make its all the way to the houses. So, why is Amsterdam or the Netherlands known to have good quality? Everywhere in EU, it's the same EU standards. Although, one thing we need to know that it's a spectrum. So the Netherlands also implements a lot of policies to keep their original source of water cleaner. But there always are accidents and stuff can happen. So these contaminations can happen due to a few reasons. Number one, intensive agriculture. And these are, again, difficult words. So Gal.
I'm back.
So in agriculture, people use a lot of fertilizers or pesticides. Do you have a better word for that?
Actually, I do. Can I bring up Minecraft references again?
Yes.
It's basically like bone meal in Minecraft, so it makes like plants and other stuff, crops grow faster.
Bone meal.
Yeah, bone meal. You literally get it off of bones from skeletons.
Number 2 is industrial discharge. And point number 3 is more global problems like climate change or infrastructure problems that can contaminate the source water itself.
Just let me know when I have to go, because I'm actually having fun now.
You can go.
Okay.
No! So yes, I know that this is all a lot to take in. All you need to know that this goes to a facility, it gets cleaned, and yes, it's safe to drink. So if you're just visiting, you can stop watching here. But if you live here, continue watching because there are some filters that you might want to consider for other types of problems. So the thing about water is that if you drink contaminated water, it's not going to immediately have an effect on your body. Like you're not going to immediately die unless we're talking about like really serious bacteria in it. But it takes a long time. So basically you can be drinking not the safest water over a long period of time and that could cause complications along the way. So if the Netherlands is actually taking care of the water so much, why are people still buying filters in the Netherlands?
Because they're stupid.
No.
Damn it.
Mainly 3 things. Number 1, people understand that the water from the facility all the way to your house has a long trajectory to go. And as mentioned, water is an absorbent, so it will take anything that it's fine with itself along the way. Number 2, people also understand that accidents can happen at any time. Isn't that why we're paying high fees for car or life insurance? Filter serves the same way. It's like a backup, a safety net. And number 3, the new word called PFAS, the forever chemical. That word is short for per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. Nailed it. Shut up. And that's a chemical that doesn't break down in the environment, in your body, and it's basically everywhere. If you have anything that is waterproof, well, you're gonna find PFAS in there. Some examples, you ask? So you will find PFAS in things like cooking pots, winter boots, skiing jackets, or even umbrellas. So yes, some trails of PFAS have been found in Amsterdam's water, but we're exposed to it anywhere and everywhere. While it's true that the Netherlands has an amazing water treatment facility, this word has recently come to our attention. So that means that these facilities aren't necessarily being able to clean that just yet. So now it's getting interesting. Is there a solution to all this? I actually went to a water conference and interviewed one of our suppliers. Let's see what they have to say. Hi, so we are at Aquatech Amsterdam, and here we have Peter. Could you please present yourself?
My name is Peter Spillebeen. I'm responsible for marketing and communication for the Polluting Group, which has 3 divisions: Polluting Water Group, Polluting Pool Group and Polluting Medical Group.
That makes 3.
That makes 3. We have that experience since years, but since, let's say, the last years, more and more also the public gets familiar with the PFAS issues. And so we have products and we have know-how to solve those.
So who do you think would be the best person to talk to about this PFAS problem?
I would talk to James.
My name is James Joseph. For the past 5 years, I've been working with Polluting Water Group as R&D manager.
All right, so Netherlands, in general, wherever I'm Googling, wherever I'm looking, is very, very proud of its tap water. However, I've heard a big scandals and a lot of topics going around about PFAS.
So generally, PFAS, it's an umbrella term for multiple types of man-made compounds which are really hard to disintegrate. So as it's man-made, nature does not have its own mechanism to break it down to something not harmful. And what is problematic with PFAS is that it's an emerging contaminant. We are still learning about it. So right now we may have X number of PFAS gathered, we are analyzing it, we are treating it, but there are still more to come.
So it's not just one type of PFAS, we have different types of chains and it
can
stays
remove
there.
It is a really stable compound, and once it enters our food chain or our daily lives, it kind of accumulates in our body, causing us trouble. So the name forever chemical comes from the fact that it's really hard to remove, it's really strong. Most of the industrial zones in Europe, wherever you have industries using PFAS, normally
and discharging in the water.
In the water. I mean, now we have stricter regulations on
That's good.
How much PFAS you can produce in your wastewater discharge. If it goes beyond the line, you have to pay fines. So governments are monitoring it very closely or having plans to monitor it very closely, and they are strictly implementing it also. As of now, there has been studies saying that okay, PFAS can be endocrine disruptors. It can cause trouble to your hormonal system. It can cause cancer. It can cause troubles with your liver system. There are research behind it, but it's still evolving. So it's not as clear as cigarette smoking can cause you cancer. So at least people don't have this awareness that okay, it is really dangerous to have PFAS in your water.
So that's a lot of problems.
Luckily we have solutions.
I think we can go and talk to Bilal about the solutions and the products that we can have at our house. Let's go talk to Bilal. So James said that you would be the perfect guy to talk about a solution.
Yes, so I'm a product manager and business development manager for Polluting Water Group in residential RO business. PFAS is one of the, let's say, things that we didn't know till a couple of years ago, which is now becoming a more important topic. But the good thing about RO and PFAS is that there are, let's say, three main technologies who can treat or partially remove PFAS. But an RO is the best of the class, because an RO membrane can remove the PFAS that are discovered today, that we know already their existence, long and short chain PFAS. But we are also prepared for the future, because what is not discovered can also be removed with RO membrane. That is the best technology that you can offer.
Because that's the point, right? Like the membrane is being able to remove, or the RO system in general, up to 99% of all contaminants. So whatever it is, whatever we know or we do not know is being removed efficiently.
Exactly. So 99.5% actually is being removed. Sometimes the people or our customers are asking questions whether it's good or bad for your health, because you are removing also the good minerals which are available inside our water. But what we are doing with our technology and our products, that's maybe one of the differences that we have with our concave. We do add some good minerals after the membrane. So we add them back in our water, just to give you the security and the taste of the water that you're used to drink prior to having a RO in your.
I think also it's a peace of mind, because these minerals, we're getting it from our fruits, from vegetables, from the food, or even the vitamins that we're taking, right? So water is not the only source of these minerals. So we're here at Aquatech, and so many options of water filters to choose. Which one are we going to choose?
Well, first of all, we have a good R&D lab testing all of these new units. So we make sure we have the most performing in our range, and we fully back them up with analysis and a performance test. Understanding the technologies has been a good recipe for the last 30 years. We continue to do that and make a difference.
And now to my favorite part. We're going to be doing some DIY tests from the water that I got from the airport. All right, so we're going to be testing a few things. Number one, we're going to go for water hardness. What is water hardness? It's basically the concentration of minerals that's in the water. So just to clarify how this works, basically the more drops that I'm going to have from the white thing, aka this one, the harder the water is going to be. So now it's pink, we're looking for a bluish color. All right, let's go. 1. If it's anything over 4, 2. Then it's gonna be mildly hard, 3 and 4. So it's definitely not soft. 5, 6, 7. Over 7 is hard. 8, 9. All right, so we stopped at 9. 9 is considered hard, so this type of water might leave some white stains on your house appliances, some piping, and everything in between, so you do want to filter this out. And now the second test that I will do is going to be test for lead, because Amsterdam is known to have very old piping system, and old pipes tend to have lead in them. I have these swipe tests. Oh no, these are swab tests. I had to swab it there. So since these are swabs and I had to do these over there and I didn't, we can go for iron. I am a little skeptical about iron concentrations over there. So this is a test strip. It's gonna be super easy. Just putting in here for about 30 seconds. And that should be it. All right. And now we compare it on the thing that we see here. No concentrations of iron in this water. All right, moving on to the last test, which will be more of a comprehensive test. And this includes different things like pH and copper, mercury, bromine, and so many other things. So let's see how this works. This is a shorter one, so it's just gonna be a quick 1, 2, 3, and done. All right, so now we gotta compare. Everything seems to be fine, except what is this? No, copper is somewhere on the second edge, but everything else seems to be fine. All right, Amsterdam, you were right. So unfortunately, there is no DIY test for PFAS, but this should be enough. So shortly put, if you live in an old building or an apartment, do consider getting it tested for lead. If you do live in an apartment where you have white stains, do consider a water softener. If you have a water storage tank at your place, do consider a UV system, because these water tanks are a great place for water development to start. Water bacteria development, my bad. And finally, if you're worried about PFAS or microplastics or anything else that is found in the water, just opt for a reverse osmosis filter that you can either put under your sink or have a dispenser. All right, so let me ask you a question. When you go to the groceries and you buy some veggies and fruits, do you wash it before eating it? I know I do.
8.
Well, let's think the same way about water. Let's filter it before drinking it.
Drank.
Ah! That can be you. I see what you're doing.
Wait, we should make that a new thing, like a new trend.
Drank.
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 Push up. Drank. Stand up. Drank. Then drank.
Guys, just please subscribe. I can help. I have a lot of water facts. And maybe you should know, where should I come next?